Yeah. What's up? I'm the best of the best. Top for the charts. Head of the class. You stop where I start. King of the hill. When I win, I'll be finished. What? Wanna get it? I'm the best of the best. Top for the charts. Head of the class. You stop where I start. King of the hill. When I win, I'll be finished. What? Wanna get it?
There he is. That's Wemby here in the Garden tonight. Time now for the Veterans Perspective, which is proudly partnered with VA New England. If you or a loved one serve this country, get the health benefits you earned and deserve. Call 844 VA Cares. Victor Wembanyama filling up the stat sheet you see there, only in his second season in the NBA, averaging a little over 24 points a game, 11 boards, almost nearly 4 assists, almost 4 blocks per game. He's just the first player since Hakeem back in 1993 to 94 season to average those numbers. And just by the way, the third player ever. As we welcome Scout into the conversation. He gets an applause. Eddie, you got one too.
Y'all don't get an applause?
Eddie gets one usually.
You get an applause once you get rid of that stash. They'll start cheering you on.
Who's here for the stash? Real quick.
No.
Let me hear.
Hey, look, dude behind you got one.
Hey, there he is.
Here we go.
Yeah, his is better than yours.
Well, I know a lot of Scal. Many people are here for obviously the Celtics, as we can see, but here to see Wemby and his second year balling out. We just talked about those numbers. What impresses you about him in his second year?
Yeah, I think more of it's the way his maturity is. He doesn't feel like a young player. He's not a European player. He's like a guy that we all know he's going to have a breakthrough. We don't know when that breakthrough is going to happen. But he is truly the future of this game. If you think about, we're in the skill generation. Now our skilled players are 7'4" that shoot the three, that block shots. Like, he's a guy that legitimately could be an MVP and Defensive Player of the Year and go to the NBA Finals. But he's considered to me an all-time great player. That's his trajectory. It's just a matter of when they put the team around him to get to that point. And they're on that way. De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, I like what they're doing.
I was going to say, are you surprised at all? I thought this year they'd take a bigger leap than necessary.
It's hard, man. It's hard to win.
Well, 100%, but he's so good that normally that just gives you the juice to take that next step. What else do they need?
I think they need another wing player. They need another big, and not a big as far as a size like Wembanyama, but they need another guy that can have size, that can rebound the basketball, that take some pressure off of him, and that can clean up some things, some defensive mistakes, because it's going double big now. I don't know. If you're watching the NBA, you can see that the NBA is going double big, a stretch four and a guy that could protect the rim or a guy that puts a lot of pressure on the rim. So what I'm looking at is that they need to go get some. I think that move with going to get De'Aaron Fox,
big time,
was huge for them. And if Chris Paul is going to be the veteran and the leader that everybody says he is, and give out, nuggets, little game to De'Aaron Fox, I think that moving forward, their eyes are not only set on trying to make the playoffs. I think their eyes are going to end up being set on trying to beat Oklahoma City.
It's different when you grow up out here. Like, we're out here, you're taught to flex on people, like you're taught to intimidate. There's some taunting going on out here, right? And in a way, like he grew up in a great environment, because in Europe you're going against grown men, but you respect those guys who are 30, 25, and you're only 15, 16. But there's a point in time where all that bravado kicks in. If you watch him, he doesn't have it yet. He's getting it, but he doesn't have it every night. Like Giannis, one day he just flipped over and he became like just an absolute beast and flexing on guys and all that. Wembanyama is far from that. Once he realizes that everyone fears him, which they don't at this point, he's a good player, but they don't fear him. Once they realize that we need to fear this guy, that's when he becomes what you think he's going to become.
Right. And doesn't that happen with winning? Like, doesn't that just give you that extra sort of...
I don't know what that happens. Like, Eddie, how you get that swagger?
Yeah, right?
Well, he's only in his
You got more swag than anybody I've ever met. So where'd you get it from?
I mean, you're born with it, man. It's in me, not on me, man. It's not like a jacket. You can't put it on and take it off. It got to be in you, not on you.
It's from the streets. It's from like the park.
No,
it's from Oakland. It's when J-Kidd stamped you. Where'd the swag come from?
Out the womb.
Just believe believing in yourself.
It's more than that.
Where your swag came from? Because first off, I know where my swag. Let me keep this real quick.
Nah, I'm humble, man. I'm humble. Don't be saying that.
Here we go. This wasn't on the script.
FOS. He FOS right now. Y'all can figure out what that means. But look, UFOS. I played against him when he was at USC, and he had swag, right? And you look at him. Yeah, Scalabrini. I played against him in college. He had swag.
You act like I got picked up off the street.
You see how she did that?
Wait a minute.
I said you, because I'm like, of course we know Scal has swag.
Oh my God.
People think that he just, no. He cutthroat committee, if y'all don't know. For y'all that don't know, cutthroat committee right here, for sure.
No, man, I'm a good guy. See? Everybody, cheer if you think I'm a good guy.
Hold up. Cheer if you think he cutthroat committee.
I don't even know what that means.
You don't know what cutthroat committee means.
Oh, that means you don't know what cutthroat committee is?
No, I just wanted to see how many people were going to be real or not. We have a poll going on right down. This shows sometimes, We got a poll going on right at the lower screen here. When will Victor Wembanyama be considered the best player in the NBA? 1 to 2 years, 3 to 5 years. Jeez, 40% would never. What do you think?
Well, I mean, Jason Tatum's going to be in the league, and I know people say, well, he's not even in the MVP conversation every year. How can he be the best player? But, I think it comes back to winning as well. In order to be the best player in the league, your team has to win. And so, which I do think Wemby will be regarded in that conversation, but until the Spurs put the pieces around him and they start winning at a high level, he will not earn that title. And I think that's still a couple years away.
I got to disagree with you with that, because Michael Jordan was the best player in the league and they wasn't winning championships early on. And I think...
Was it? But I don't remember anyone saying...
Larry Bird said it. He said...
No, those guys all knew. Danny Ainge told me his rookie year, everybody in the league knew MJ was the best player in the league. They just didn't want to admit it.
But did everybody outside the NBA...
No, they might not have known, but the players knew.
No, yeah, that's all that matters.
You think the players think he's the best player now?
No, I can tell you right now why. Because he doesn't draw two and move it. That's really what it comes down to.
Maybe not in his second year, but
3 to 5 years.
3 to 5.
He's going to definitely be one of those guys
what's holding him back from that 3 to 5 year? Not right now.
I think because of he has great size. We already know that, but he's not. He's not big enough. He's not physical. But once that sets in, just like Giannis, when Giannis came in, he was skinny, frail. But once Giannis got that grown man strength, it was a different conversation that you have. And he's a different player than Giannis, to where he's going to be able to stretch the floor, hit threes. He's taller than Giannis. And once he gets that grown man strength in 3 to 5 years, when that sets in,
it's one thing to say, when is he going to be the MVP? Shoot, he's even in that conversation today, the MVP candidate. I don't think he'll get that. No. But to be the really the best player in the NBA, is that a little too out of reach and too early to speak upon?
I don't know. He could be the most versatile. He could be the best defensive player. But if you look, like right now when you watch SGA and he plays against one player, no one player can stop him. Same thing with Jokic. That's kind of like when I look at the best players, they constantly dominate the game. I don't know. Watch tonight. Wemby won't get doubled tonight. He won't. I've never seen him go off and get 19 straight on a person.
But let me ask you this: that all the players that we're naming and we're talking about, they didn't do that in their second year.
I agree.
You know what I mean? It takes some time for them to get to that point.
Yeah, I'll say this. The dudes on WEEI asked me, I would trade everybody in the NBA for Wembanyama because of his age. Everybody. Every single player in the NBA right now, if you said this guy for that guy, you name the guy.
SGA?
I'm trading him. Wembanyama is the easiest way to build a championship roster. The easiest way to build a championship. Because other guys around there are going to benefit from being on his team.
You can't teach height.
And he's skilled and he has the right attitude. I would press every GM out there. I think every single one of them would say, he's the number one guy I want on my team at his age and what he makes.
What's
and you
crazy
can build.
Is 48% are saying he'll never be the best player in the NBA.
Yeah, at his age right now, it's impossible for this not to work out for the Spurs. It's impossible.
Fair.
Well, good news is we get to see him against the Celtics here
Yo,
tonight.
you got to come to this.
We also have this. We're calling all all dads, come lace up those high tops for a good cause, a great cause. Register
Shooting?
for dads from downtown, a 3-point shooting contest on March the 8th at Noble.
No move.
Scal and Reno School, both in Dedham, Massachusetts, from 8 a.m. to noon. The only requirement, you got to bring your kids to be your rebounder. That's right. They're going to rebound you. The money raised supports Shooting Touch. For more information, of course, you can go to shootingtouch.com/dads from downtown.
Yeah, so all you fat dads that can't move, this is where you want to come play. Right here.
I read the promo
I lost to
one
Dan from Wellesley last year. Dan from Wellesley.
There's a look at Jaylen Brown.
Shoot.
It was the lowest point of my life.
Ahead of this one. Calling all dads. All right. We got Tom Giles, Drew and Scal joining the show. We're going to get you ready here for more of Celtics pregame live. It's the Spurs against the Celtics.
Celtics pregame live is